Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Siggy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these guys are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. Just a little bit away from first pitch. Today's starting pitcher, Tom Lee. What do you look for here?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Ready to go here in Game 1. Now it's the shortstop, Robert Hay. Headed down the line. Martin, long run. And there's one away. Let's check out the lineup. Here's what they came up with for Game 1 of the World Series, Singy.
Yeah, they're hoping they piece together a winner. Historically speaking, the team that wins this opening game more often than not goes on to win the World Series.
3-2 now. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Back here with my pal Siggy. And towing the slab, Kurt Hack.
Well, just a 3-pitch mix in his arsenal, which, it's not a lot for a starter. So always very important for him to have a good feel and command all 3. Sometimes you can make that 3 look like 4 if you add or subtract a little bit of a line.
On the ground to third. Tosses to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Take a look at the lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Bate turns to the right on the move. Brings it in, and that's the third out. We played an inning, no score. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one back. Out of here! And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and thread it.
That one ripped. Cobb ranging back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Well, I didn't think he got it off the bat, but the wind made it a lot more interesting than expected. That dish with a big arm. You really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead.
And he got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. This is the World Series on the show.
Yeah, we in goal mode.
Never going slow-mo.
To the World Series, that's what your whole goal was the entire season. Then you're there can be some luck involved. So you just got to shake it off, go out there, know that this is a rare opportunity, and just play your best.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already is bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Now it's going to be Chad Smith. Throw, save! And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they say.
There's a swing and a drive. Gone! And they add a pair. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. We got that up and out of here.
Three and two. The pitch is outside and ball four.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count.
Ground ball right side. Slides, but it gets by him. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. And now Robbie Braun. 0 for 1 so far. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. In comes the runner from third, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead. And he'll pull into second safely.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. We played 2 full. The Phillies have the lead, 3-1.
And it's something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and one away in the top of the third.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. And didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Struck him out looking. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. That one ripped right center field. It has the distance, gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add a run. It's 4-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Hay throws to first. Inning over. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching the World Series on the show. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Everything came together for him. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Ibarra hauls it in for the out. Runner on the go. Strike in there. And safe. It's a stolen base.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Man at second. Breaks his bat and pops it up. Lee snags it, and that is that.
You can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And that one is lifted in the air. Martin racing over to make the catch. The 0-2. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Landis gathers, throws to first, in time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And right back to the mound. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Light tower power.
That's right. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. Throws to second, in safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
All over that one right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and now just a two-run deficit.
Well done. Drives in the run. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Cut on and miss. Safe at second with a stolen base. He goes down looking. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 4-2.
Something like trying to get my music out, cause it mattered to me.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it drops in. And a good start to the inning. Nobody out, runner at first. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's the ball. Throw. Save.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man at second. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
The tying run at the plate. On the ground right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. Got all of that one. He sends one out the opposite way, and they add on. It's 5-2. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Fair ball. Here's the second baseman, Joaquin Mercado. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. Back there. And that one is off the wall. Into second, and he's got a double.
Wastes no time there. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but it's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
Two on, one out. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. That one hit to right. Holmes sizing this one up. He's got it. Runner tags for home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 6-2.
They had a chance to add to their lead right there, and they did with the sac fly. Nice job of getting it done. Really good execution.
That one is absolutely belted. Fair ball. Coming home. Out at the plate. That ends the inning, but they do score a run here. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. One was the solo homer. 8th inning coming up. The Phillies on top 7-2. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they're chipping away. It's 7-3.
That home run narrows the gap between these two. This one isn't over yet. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's the center fielder, Ron Rockwell. That gets by him. Ground ball could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 7-3. This is the World Series on the show.
It can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out. That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
This to third. 1 at second. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
Well, that's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save.
Two down, nobody on. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that is the ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long